How can a financial advisor know when they're truly ready to acquire another book of business? What infrastructure needs to be in place to support that transition? What resources should the buyer bring to the table to ensure a smooth and strategic acquisition? So, Eric, you want to take that one?
Yeah, sure. I think that I'll answer it generally and get as specific as I can, but so many people engage in our process and they send us an indication they're interested in talking to this individual about M&A, but they can't actually articulate their own story, as what Jim said. The more command that you have over your existing practice in terms of what you're looking for, you're going to be much more successful. The shotgun approach to M&A does not work anymore. It just doesn't. There are too many buyers, as Jim mentioned. 61, that's private equity buyers. I mean, if we put a practice of for a sale or a merger in any major metropolitan area, there are going to be hundreds of individuals who are going to want to inquire about that practice. And what we're looking for is, we start with exclusion criteria. What are the factors that we know are not going to be a good fit? That takes about half of them out. We get another 30% of them out by people who just can't actually fill out their own company history, right? No one's going to waste time with an individual and introduce them to their 100 best friends who they've been managing their assets with for 40 years. If you can't answer a simple question like, what would a merger mean to you? And in terms of the infrastructure and things like that, you have to answer the question of, what would you do if we doubled the size of your client base? Do you have the staff in place? Are you going to bring over every single person? How are you going to do that? What is your payroll system? What is your technology stack? Is it built for scale? Things like that. So many people, they start with the how when they should be starting with the why. Why am I engaging in M&A to begin with? And then what resources do I have that can actually maximize the chances of success here? I will say there has been a bias towards larger firms on the buy side. Firms like Wealth Enhancement this is what you just described, Jim. It's Pareto effect. There are a few firms doing most of the deals, and it's because you have the experience and you've been thoughtful about how you present yourself to M&A opportunities. And I would bet, I don't know if you can share this publicly, but you do a lot more LOIs than closed deals, and you walk away from probably just as many deals as you complete, or probably even more. You have to understand that on the sell side, that mentality is even more prescient, because the sell side only gets one opportunity to do the transaction. So if you do not present well, if you cannot answer basic questions about what would you do with my client base, how are you going to scale, how are you going to take care of my clients for the next 30 to 40 years, then you shouldn't be engaging in it.